This next lady is a personal friend. She's almost like my personal physician. We have become very close from the very moment that I met her. And this was back in 2010, when she actually essentially saved my life in the Joe's Crab Shack on Riverside Drive down here. Literally. This is a woman that, as I passed out from exhaustion and stress and starvation at that Joe's Crab Shack, and I drugged myself into the men's restroom. Here is this little Spitfire following me right in to the men's restroom. And picked me up off the floor. And as I was regurgitating, there she was, not only nursing me, but praying for me and laying hands on me. And then after I was able to come to some semblance of consciousness, without ever having met me before in her life, before that night. We had never laid eyes on each other before that night. She prohibited me from driving home to Houston. She had this big, huge man carry me out of the bathroom, which I came to later learn was TJ Scott. Oh, Lord. If anybody knows TJ, you know how I feel right now. She had them place me in her car and drove me to her house in Columbus, Texas, where her husband met us in the garage as she drove in. They carried me into their house, feed me, bed me down, get up the next morning, has me come to her emergency room where she checked me out, found my mother, called her, members of my church, talked to her. This is a woman that just doesn't talk the talk. She walks the walk. There's a lot of folks that call themselves Christians, and when it comes to the actions that are mandated for us to be truly walk, not talk Christians, very few of us do it. I'm a personal testimony, a personal witness that this next lady is one that does walk the walk. She doesn't just talk the talk. I'm indebted to her. And I am grateful that she has taken up the mantle of being a saint and patriot for the liberation of Texans, the emancipation of Texans, and making sure that our state is right side up. The Texas Spitfire, Dr. Donna Campbell.
Thank you, Claver, very much. Anybody who knows me, and Dean, you're going to have to adjust the camera. Anybody who knows me knows that I cannot stand still. So, let me tell you first, thank you very much for honoring me with one of the top 10 conservatives. Conservatives, by definition, to be a member of that group is an honor, but a special honor because I was voted one of the top 10. Texas is a great place to live in. Wouldn't you agree? Oh, yeah. And for those of you who do not know me, yes, I am an emergency room doctor. I'm a wife, mother. Our youngest is 6 years old. I do still work in the emergency room, have to work. But I decided to run for the Texas Senate because, and to run to be one of your Texas senators, because why? Because enough is enough, right? Yes. Right. And I felt I'd had enough of politics as usual. But that's not the only reason. I'm also running because I want to protect something precious. Our future, our children's future, the state of Texas, the United States. And I think that's why we're all here. We have a group of the principles that we live by, and that's what warms our heart and gets us out and want to fight for our country and our state. What are those principles? We believe, and sometimes they're phrased in different phrases, but overall, we believe in strict adherence to the Declaration of Independence and the United States and Texas Constitution. We believe in American freedoms and Texas sovereignty. We believe in limited government, the sanctity of life. We believe in personal accountability and responsibility. The self-sufficient families founded on the traditional marriage between one natural man and one natural woman. And we believe in an educated population, but with parents having the freedom of choice for the education of their children. We believe that we should have, as Americans, the right to be free in our homes, safe, in our homes, on our streets, in our communities. And we have the unalienable right to defend that. I believe, as you do, in a free enterprise society, unencumbered by government interference and subsidies. I believe, and you believe, in American sovereignty, American leadership and exceptionalism, and that we do honor those who serve and protect with peace through strength. These are our principles. One way or another, that sums them up. And we are right-minded because we believe that. This election is critical. You know, life is short and the government is slow. This election's critical. It's critical for we, the people, to take our government back. We have got to do it together. And if you notice, I keep saying we, because it's not a me. You can't leave me hanging out on the limb, and you can't leave anybody else either. 10 most, sorry Dean, I really kind of messed up the camera deal. Okay, I'm going to stand right here. Anyway, 10 most, you know, the 10 most important two-letter words in the English language is if it is to be, it is up to me. Yeah. And I'm going to change that and challenge you. If it is to be, it is up to us. It's going to take all of us together. But we can make a conservative difference. I need you to support me. Check my website, Facebook. It's DonnaCampbell.com. We can do this, and I look forward to being one of your conservative Texas senators. Thank you.
Dr. Donna Campbell, give it up. And in case you didn't know, she is going up against the rhino, well, rhino is too kind, the liberal Jeff Wentworth. Okay? That is SD 25. He is rated the most liberal so-called Republican in the Senate. The most liberal. Pro-abortion, this dude is bad news, okay? And then he gets all offended over the fact that we would actually ask somebody to run against him. Like, dude, really? Okay? She also has another opponent. You may know her, Elizabeth Ames Jones. Some of you may like Elizabeth. The problem is the establishment actually recruited her. Some of the big money PACs have already pledged to give her $500,000 in her campaign because they expect something out of it. the type of cronyism that we are not in favor of and that we are trying to change. Here's the fact of the matter, and all of you that live in SG 25. There are 3 candidates in the race, but you only have 2 choices. You have the status quo. If you want the status quo, you can vote for Wentworth. I don't think anybody here will. You can vote for Elizabeth Ames Jones. If you are thinking about that, think twice. Or you can vote for change and true conservatism. That's Dr. Donna Campbell. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
And we're expecting all the San Antonio folks, Sharon, to come strong for Donna. And we're watching. We're watching to see what happens in Bexar County. Now, huh? All right. Yeah, y'all go help. Not me, y'all.